Hi everyone, it's Sunday night, the 12th of July, and day 194 of Living the Dream. My power statement for today said, I will sharpen my saw and get renewed so that I'm ready to get after things on come Monday. Here's my to-do list for I had today for Sunday, a really short one. It's just the way it is for my Sundays. Like every other, I'm going to go ahead and water it up. Got it all done. Like every other Sunday, today was my day to sharpen my saw. My fun task for today was to take some time this afternoon and go through YouTube and select a few of the videos to study and learn on the mind, on consciousness, on reason, and so forth. That was really fun today. A lot of fun videos. My exciting task was to spend the rest of the afternoon with my wife Kathleen and enjoy some time together. About 3 p.m. though, she got up and went into the kitchen and used a brand new toy that she bought yesterday. It was a type of confection. It's a big flat thing about like this that cooks vegetables, potatoes, fish, all that. It dries them and even browns them. It can do toast, bam, just like that. It's really, really kind of cool because it doesn't, you don't have to worry about grease and all that. It takes it away so you don't eat a lot of grease, and that's why she's on Bright Line Eating and does that, and she's right down to almost 135 pounds. It looks beautiful. I'm so proud of her. Anyhow, today she cooked some tilapia fish. It was fantastic. We then spent the rest of the evening relaxing, chatting, but then she jumped up because she got a phone call from one of our daughters and went upstairs and spent the rest of the night chatting away, and that's great. And I went back to YouTube. Next thing that Croy says is to get honest with yourself, Marty. What didn't go well today, or what could you have done better? Did you wake up early and start strong? For Sundays, 7 o'clock, got up early. Did you start your morning with power? Absolutely. That win the day routine, my mindfulness time, my going to the movies, all of that. It's a great day to start the day right. Were you productive throughout your day? Well, productive in terms of goals, coming through the portal of my mind, different goals. My spiritual goals, my mental goals, but not my going to the movies or my Living the Dream coaching package pieces, none of that. That's for tomorrow. Today was about relaxing. And so, yes, I got those kind of goals done, and it helped move me forward and be ready for tomorrow. Did you show up as the person you wanted to today? I did. I did do that. What about your personal time with Kathleen? I talked about that. Wonderful day together. Love our Sundays together. Were you present? Yes, she was present for me, and I was present for her until she went up and chatted. In summary of these get honest with yourself questions, I always ask myself, were you honest with yourself about today's task, Marty? Did you keep your commitments and promises you made to yourself this morning? Well, like almost every other Sunday, it's a great day because it's a day that I don't really spend time working on big projects. I usually stay out of trouble because of that and don't make any mistakes. In fact, I experience very little, if any, failures on my Sundays because it's all about sharpening the saw and getting renewed. The next question is, what movies did you watch in your mind today, Marty? Did you make time for them? And were there any new movies that your two amigos put onto the screen of your mind during the day? And in other words, did you have anything new that you saw got you excited? Well, of course, I watched my must-see TV favorite 5 movies today during my mindfulness time like I do every morning. I let my imagination go as I watched a few YouTube videos, however, and it was all about consciousness and the mind and reason. Boy, that stirred a lot of thoughts. So yeah, I had some thoughts and videos on that, little clips that came, and had to write down some notes and expanding my understanding, like that kind of stuff. So it's great. Next, Croy asked, was there anything that didn't go well today, Marty? In other words, was there one thing you could have done better? What one thing would that be that would make all the difference going forward? Another way he says is, what's the one thing you'd want to get done tomorrow, even if the day goes sideways doing it, that would still let you feel like an accomplishment, that you did some great things? What would that one thing be? And once you identify that, put it into a power statement so you can start your day strong. Well, I suppose I could have been more productive today. When I'm relaxed like I do, I feel like there's more things I could be doing, but because it was a Sunday and my day of rest and particularly my day to sharpen my saw, I didn't have any real pieces of my dream that I had to get created and through and into the portal of my mind and out into the world of the physical today. That was not my focus. I did work on my goal of improving my intellect, however, so I worked on my intellectual goal that I had set on the last day of last year for this year. It's been fun. I really have learned a lot today. It was very interesting and quite enjoyable. Philosophers are a very interesting breed of people. Quite interesting how they think. For my power statement for tomorrow, I typed out the following. I will do all I can to finish my taxes. Woohoo! And if there's time, I will begin once again to work on my remaining pieces of the Facebook ad for my focus group so I can go ahead and launch and get my 10 participants. Next, Croy asked, were there any mistakes or failures I had or that I made today that I can turn into a tool or tools of success going forward? Well, today was a simple day. Today was a day of rest and relaxation. And so, no, I didn't have any failures today. I also didn't make any mistakes today because I wasn't really trying to do anything. I just enjoyed the day and my time with my wife. It was a great, renewing, enjoyable day. The next question is, what was your biggest success today, Marty? In other words, what did you do well today? Well, my biggest success today was doing exactly what I set out to do today, and that was to relax. Sharpen my saw up here and spend the time with Kathleen so I could have a great time with her without stress and without distraction and just enjoy her company. It was fantastic. That's the biggest success today. The next step of my end the day success routine is to rate my day's effort. And so I gave today an 8. I gave it an 8 because I relaxed at the speed of 8. And I sharpened my saw all day long at the speed of 2. Slow and steady as she goes. My nap actually helped in that relaxing process too. Okay, I want to end the day strong. Here's what I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful for the power of our minds. The power of our minds. It is almost unbelievable to me how intelligent people are and how much information and knowledge they can remember and cram into their memory banks. It's unbelievable. Even when that's more astonishing than that is their ability to recall it whenever they want. Man, I do think that each of us, if we worked on it and as hard as these folks do, and the big thinkers that they are, I think if we studied hard on our own personal interests with the intensity that these intellects do on their chosen fields, I know that most of us would even surprise ourselves how much we'd remember and how much we'd be able to recall in conversation, that kind of thing, if we did it over and over and over and over again like they did. It's just an exciting thought to me. I'm going to improve my intellect, going to remember, I'm going to improve my recall ability. I think you should work on that too, because that's a powerful thing. Next, I'm grateful for laws. The purpose of law is to preserve freedom and moral agency. The rule of law is meta-legal principle. Similar to natural law theory, it provides a benchmark against which laws can be evaluated. From this perspective, law is about the discovery of the rules of just conduct. That's an interesting. From this perspective, law is about the discovery of the rules of just conduct. Next, I'm grateful for what John Locke said about this. He said, the law of reason declares that all individuals should refrain from causing harm to each other's liberty, property, and well-being. End quote. That's the law of reason. Well, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of reason going on today out there with some individuals because they're all about harming each other's liberty, property, and well-being. It's just an interesting thing what we're living through right now. The books we read, if selected properly, will contain a choice collection of wisdom, techniques, and principles, even the very laws of the universe and their management of success. Discovering and putting into practice these principles, the principles of these laws of the universe, such as reason, truth, faith, consciousness, and so much more, will open the door to nuggets of pure gold, waiting only for you to reach out and claim them as your own. I love to claim laws like this as my own principles to live by. Their message to me and to the world has withstood the test of time and practicality, and they're the very keys to you and I living the dream. Learn these laws and live by them. It may only take one of the many hundreds of success principles and laws out there for you to end up working wonders in your life and career. One might even do it. It may change the law of attraction and manifestation. Those two laws changed my way of thinking. It's just so exciting. All that is required of you or I is for us to read and learn and then do something about it. I love that principle because it is a true statement. Anyhow, there you go. I'll be back right here tomorrow night, sharing my heart, talking about my journey to business alignment and how my thinking's going and what I'm getting done. And I hope you are doing the same thing for you. And anyone who listens and watches this, I wish you continued success. Good night.